Coming up now, the very latest news from Pattaya and Thailand via the fabulous Pattaya Media Group. Please like and subscribe. It helps us and it helps you too.
This Saturday will see the 5 Thai workers held hostage by Hamas in the Middle East returned home after medical treatment following their elongated incarceration that resulted in raids by Hamas on the Israeli farmers where they'd previously worked. Sadly, 2 others died during their time in the hands of Hamas. They too are due to be repatriated, and as others remain, diplomatic discussions continue. Maize, a major crop in Thailand, will not be bought or processed by CP Group-owned plants if the crop is burnt in fields to remove husks. As with sugarcane, the practice was standard until recently, as processors all work to support the reduction of smog. CP, the nation's single largest farming group, has clarified that none of its plants will accept any other than unburnt harvest. Using satellite systems, they can highlight burning at any point in Thailand, and that program also extends to 230,000 hectares in Myanmar, which is also used to grow the crop and has to date supplied the conglomerate. Good news for now, as 41 out of the 77 regions in Thailand reported fair to good air without smog yesterday, seeing only a few in the north and east reporting unsafe. In the capital, air too was recorded as moderate. Today is expected to see power, fuel and internet supplies cut from lines in Thailand supplying regions in Myanmar deemed to be havens for criminal groups and online scammers. The massive crime wave, which beleaguers most of Southeast Asia, is likely to suffer in at least 5 locations, and the approval notice for the shutdown was due to be signed off by a government minister last night, clarifying that Thailand is not interfering in Burmese affairs in any way. The state is simply using its option to non-supply those deemed as dangerous to Thai nationals. And in Pathum Thani, there's a new millionaire making the news, but likely not for long. Stealing 5 million bahts worth of gold from a store in a local mall, the thief fled with his ill-gotten gains, but didn't wear gloves, so leaving fingerprints which forensics teams duly collected. No word on his whereabouts, but CCTV caught him forcing staff to sit on the floor as he relieved them of the yellow stuff before fleeing on a motorbike. Meanwhile at home, and police enforcement teams have been out and about checking nighttime venues to see that there are no underage patrons and the controls are in place to ban weapons and drugs. Entry to the clubs saw the lights go up and all checked. Good news though, as reports indicate not a single infringement in any of those venues visited. A cautionary tale coming from the east side of the city, where neighbours watched as a drunken Scotsman wielded what was described as a baseball bat at those living close by. According to reports, the police were called after he struck one man, causing a broken wrist or hand, and threatened others. As neighbours complained that he acted wildly in the past, so he was politely asked to leave his rented home by the landlord. That, though, isn't likely to be the end of the matter, as the injured man and his wife were filing charges and demanding his incarceration. With most homes in the small estate having CCTV cameras, footage was forwarded to the police, and the chances are that he likely faces a jail term. And the warning's out to those who park in the street that the recently overlooked regime of odd and even parking is back with a vengeance, seeing parked vehicles on the wrong side of the road in some cases given tickets and in others impounded. The main South Pattaya Road was the target for traffic cops this week, and the reminder remains that parking changes from one side of the road to the other daily, preventing long-term parking and keeping the street available for traffic. It's best to study whether today is left or right approved, depending on, of course, which direction you're travelling from, or, alternatively, to use regular parking areas and off-road car parks to avoid confusion. Reports of welcome showers before dawn this morning in our region. This is the Met Office promises highs today of 29, dropping down to 24, sunshine for most of the day, and the real feel of 33.
Local and national news today from Fabulous 103fm and Fabulous Pattaya Media Group. And to get a notification every time we release another bulletin or programme, Like and subscribe to our channel, Fabulous Pattaya Media Group, by using the link below.